video. Okay, so even when there's nothing to do at the studio, I really enjoy just being there. It's like my sanctuary. Um, anyway, so not sanctuary like in church or nothing, but I like the term sanctuary from the movie that came out back in the 70s, Logan's Run. I don't know if anybody ever compares movies to real life or movies, old movies that kind of predict the future. Has anybody ever looked at that type of situation? Whereas, like Logan's Run was a classic to me. I remember watching it when I was a little kid and being afraid that when I turned 30 years old, they're going to implant this thing in my hand, and when the light goes off, it's time for the government to kill me. It was so cool. I mean, even though it seemed, well, I mean, if you look at what we're living through right now, it seems like there's these little hints of genocide that come through every couple of years, maybe every year. Right now they got the coronavirus. Then last year was some kind of thing with the mosquitoes and Zika virus. Then the bird flu and the swine flu and all the other flus that come through. Seems like somebody's playing a game because it come every spring, comes every year, and the emperor of another continent that I'm not going to mention, he said he was going to give you guys as president a Christmas present. And where did the coronavirus originate? It came right on time, right there about Christmas. I mean, it seems like it was all planned to me. I'm not really one to buy into so many conspiracy theories. I just look at what I see. And I mean, it seems logical enough that the timing, the timeline seems that it's actually happening the way that the gentleman said. So I'm just saying, looking at like videos or movies. There was a movie, and I think I shared it, Contagion, and it was talking about the bird flu. And this movie, 10 something years old. And I shared it with one of my friends. He was like, "Oh, it's talking about the bird flu." I'm sorry. All these flus, the symptoms are the same. It attacks your immune system, and you get sick and you die if your immune system isn't strong enough. So they are canceling high school or school for the rest of the year. I'm not certain. I don't have kids in school other than my kids being in college. My kids, they're talking about extended spring breaks. I'm not exactly certain if school is canceled yet. I know my son's school, which is only an hour away, he said they told him to bring his books home, all of his books. So, but I guess when spring break is supposed to be over, then they'll let us know if he's supposed to stay here or not. And we go back and pick up his belongings. I don't know. But, I saw someone's post, and they said how upset her daughter was that this is her senior year in high school. Prom is canceled. Graduation is canceled. All these years you've been waiting for these big moments, and a virus that seems to be planned The timing is just like the guy on the other continent. I don't want them people zapping me. I don't want nobody coming up to my door and saying, we're going to arrest you because you were talking about the dude in China who's crazy. But the dude from China said that they had a present for our president. Your president, not mine. This country, our country. And here it is. It's changing everything that we know. And that just seems odd to me. That, is anybody else thinking about it that way? That the timing is spot on and how it's affecting everything and everybody. Shoot. The Ditto household, the one thing that we all agreed on was we need groceries. So, and we haven't agreed on anything in a long time. So everybody's like really being careful with the groceries. Only eat what's necessary to eat. And the way I understand it, I haven't been to the grocery store since the day that I went shopping. Are the grocery stores really cleaned out? That's wild. That's wild. So I don't know. I've been reading my Bible. I've been praying a lot. I don't want anybody to get sick. I don't want anybody, to have to worry about dying or whatever. But even if you do, if it's your time, are you afraid? What are you afraid of? I mean, we were born and we're supposed to die. Not that it's, not that, oh, just go ahead, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm just saying the way I think of death is I don't see it as something to be afraid of. The way I look at it is if my daughter is there, wherever there is, if she's in heaven or if she's in an existence that I'm not aware of, I don't see myself being afraid to do it if she was able to do it. I don't see myself being afraid of death. I mean, I think of Melissa being in the happiest place ever. I couldn't imagine her not being happy. So if she can be dead, then I'm definitely not afraid of it. Hi, Karen. But I'm just saying, whenever my time comes, it's my time, and that's the way it is. I don't think that I would want people to be sad. I don't know if people would be sad. They'd probably be like, she's free. Be happy. Give me one of them New Orleans, lines where you wave the handkerchief like we did for Melissa, and come to my funeral and bring the picture that I took of you. Hopefully my family would honor my wishes by blowing up all of my pictures that I love, and just putting those around my casket. I don't know if I want a casket. I don't know if I want to be cremated right away. I don't know what I want. But just the people that I love, which are my clients, and just, a picture that meant something to me. Just bring those. I don't need no flowers. You know what I did with all those flowers from Melissa's funeral? They dried up. The plants, literally, I'm too depressed to throw them away. So there are a bunch of dried up plants in my kitchen. And it was like I couldn't water them. I couldn't throw them away. They're just sitting there. And I'm like, my family knows, don't touch them. Don't touch them. She will lose it. I don't know what to do with them. Lauren threw away all my flowers, though. I keep the dried flowers. This heifer threw them away. But she left the plants. Now, if you was going to do something to piss me off, you did it. Did it. Because I had the flowers, the dried up flowers, in like a little basket. And I keep those. I've kept those forever. If this little girl threw away my wedding flowers, I just want to... Lauren's not on Facebook. So can I say what I want to do to her? Anyway. No, but, yeah, I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want it to be painful. If it's going to happen, I hope it happens fast. But, yeah. But anyway, all this stuff seems timed and planned out to me. And everybody's got on all these face masks and all this stuff. I'm curious to know what they're doing in the dentist's office here where I am with Junior. I'm going to go in a minute. I want to see if they're walking around in spacesuits. I mean, if anybody should be afraid, it should be the people in the dentist's office. I mean, airborne or, whatever coming from your mouth. These folks in here should have on spacesuits for real. But I don't know. I feel normal. As normal as I could be. But no. What do you guys think? Are you guys afraid of death? I mean, somebody say something. Are you afraid of death? Don't be scared. God is on the other side. God is everywhere. But, if it's time to meet him, why would I be afraid? I think people are afraid of the unknown. Okay, well, the unknown. We don't have to work. We don't have to worry about money. We ain't got to worry about eating. We ain't got to worry about eating too much, eating too little, being skinny, being fat, being sleepy, being tired, being overweight, being hungry, our boss, our parents, our kids. We don't have to worry about nothing anymore. I mean, that should be something that would make it seem like it's not horrible. Death is death. Death, I mean, it sounds horrible just to say the word. Crossing over, transitioning, becoming greater than what you already are. Becoming a higher being. That's a good one. Us here on earth, we have to drag ourselves up from what seemed like some young people, when your existence, you might come into this world and you have just a happy fairy tale existence. Perfect parents, perfect home, perfect food, perfect lifestyle. But some people don't have it that way from the very beginning. And they have to drag themselves through whatever it is that they're living through and pull themselves out of poverty and problems, household dysfunction, medical problems, get through school, bullying, being bullied. Sorry, not bullying, but being bullied. People grow up in situations where they are violated at young ages, or even as adults, they're violated. There's a lot. There's a lot to go through. There's a lot to experience. And you make it through that, and then you become an adult. And you think that everything is going to be perfect. But once you become an adult, you realize things are harder. Because everything falls on you. Every detail. What to eat. What to cook. What to wear. who's going to take care of the kids, who's going to feed the kids, who's going to watch the kids while you go to work, who's going to shoot. It's just everything. I was thinking about, okay, if these people can't go to work, or if they do have to go to work, but the kids can't go to school, should the studio turn into a daycare for the next couple of weeks? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's just so much. There's so many things to think about. So many things to think about day after day after day. And you just get so tired and so exhausted. Hi, Tara. I'm not talking about anything, y'all. Y'all don't have to pay no attention to me. Just waiting on my son to come out of the dentist's office. That's all. Anyway, I was just chit-chatting with you. Y'all have a good day now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.